Get them.
Get y'all ass in here tonight. You better have your goddamn popcorn ready. I don't give a damn. Oh, yeah, this your boy Ticket TV. I don't give a damn if your ass don't ate a whole bunch of steaks, chicken, whatever the fuck you did. You grilled fish. I don't give a damn. You put your ass at attention tonight because this bullshit got to come to a goddamn end. We sit up here and we talk all this dumb shit about, oh, well, Wilder doesn't have any backing. Wilder doesn't have any backing. Wilder don't have no fucking backing because the only dudes with goddamn nuts is the LDBC and a few other cats that's out here telling the truth that don't have a voice. There's some of these other guys that are completely sold out, sold their goddamn soul for this shit. It is disgusting. Ain't no fucking introduction tonight. This motherfucking me. Ticket motherfucking TV, I said the shit. These niggas are disgusting. Buck dancing, coon ass introduction interviews with Eddie Hearn. Disgusting. The fucking mainstream American media on their knees for goddamn Eddie Hearn. And it's sick. It's disgusting. And y'all sit up here every day with your little judgmental ass hands and say, oh, well, why doesn't Deontay Wilder have backing? He doesn't have backing because these dudes is too busy kissing ASS to the enemy, to the other side. And when Deontay Wilder get this bum in the ring and knock his ass clean the fuck out, here come these clowns want to double back. I hope Al Heyman heard that shit today. I hope Al Heyman cut all their goddamn credentials. You will goddamn put some respect on Deontay Wilder's name. Stop counting that nigga's money. He a grown-ass motherfucking man. You worried about counting his money. Meanwhile, when somebody count your money, you got a problem. Oh, well, I don't know how he come up with the 50 million. I mean, he's not even worth 50 million. How you come up with the 15 million? You only net worth is 2 million. We Googled you, nigga. Look it up. Google Eddie Hearn. 2 million. That's it. Period. So where you get the 15 million from? And another damn thing, why is there reports running out that AJ is mad at you right now? See, we ain't finna go for the banana in the tailpipe. If AJ real about it, this what AJ need to do. Hey, Deontay Wilder, bring your ass over to the UK, 50-50, we got to fight. Or you can take the original deal you asked for and bring your ass to the States, get the 50 mil and get your ass put in the paramedics. Straight like that. But I'm sick of these dudes. Y'all are disgusting. We've been on this shit for years. I was making videos about Deontay Wilder shit when we was back pumping up the goddamn Tyson Fury fight. Oh, Wilder hadn't fought anybody. He tried to fight Fury. Fury ran around this bitch acting like he goddamn Tony Montana. He tried to fight Klitschko. You forgot that when you talked to Eddie Hearn today? You forgot he tried to fight Klitschko? Klitschko went and fought the easier fight. He went and fought AJ. Oh, what about Luis Ortiz? Oh, he fought Luis Ortiz, the same guy, your number one and your number two guy, ducked Eddie Hearn. AJ, in that fucked up shape of having Dillian White. They both ducked Luis Ortiz. Bum hunting. Bum hunting. Bum hunting. Straight like, oh, we gonna call it straight on here. It's the motherfucking LDBC. Your ass is in the goddamn lion's den. If you can't handle the heat, get your motherfucking ass out the kitchen. We ain't playing with these motherfuckers no more. It's the motherfucking NWO over this bitch. New World Order in boxing. And if you ain't down with this shit, you gonna get your ass rolled on. Period. That's all the fuck I got to say right now. Let me calm my ass down. Let some of the other brothers speak. That shit was disgusting. That was a goddamn hit piece today on Deontay Wilder. That wasn't no interview. That was a hit piece by American media allowing this shit. American media allowing this shit. Pick and choose who you want to pump up. Let's pump up Lomachenko. Let's go and pump up Triple J. But when you got a guy like Deontay Wilder that's knocking out everybody and their mama, dudes out here failing drug tests to not fight this guy. He can talk the talk and walk the walk. Y'all don't want to put no respect on that man's name. Man, y'all disgusting, man. Y'all disgust me. Real shit, man. I heard that interview today. I was disgusted, bro. I woke up to my brother Black Fight Fan TV's video this morning too. After I saw that video, I saw his video. I was disgusted, y'all. I'm out.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, welcome to the Smoke City MobCast. This is indeed your host, Junior the Truth. In the building, man. I got, of course, my brother Ticket TV. Hey, man. I don't even know what to say after that. Let me go to the homie 78 Sports TV. 78 Sports TV, what's going on, family?
What's going down? What's going down?
Man, you got it, family. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Right here on YouTube at 78 Sports TV. On Facebook, Kevin Nash, and at ldbcsports.com.
Yes, indeed, man. I just want to hear your thoughts on that, on the same subject, the interview that we heard today.
Well, you know, I watched it, man, and I turned it off after about 5 minutes. As soon as, Uncle Ben started talking that stupid shit about, thanks for having me here. Thanks for inviting me and all this old gay shit. You know how he talk all gay? Yeah, thanks to you. And all that shit. I'm like, okay, here we go. This is an organized hit piece finna come. Eddie Hearn finna sit his ass here and talk to American boxing media and tell them a bunch of fucking fibs so they can go back and report the shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and ain't nobody finna challenge him. I knew when nobody, I figured I'm not even gonna watch the whole thing. I figured I'll know by the brothers' response videos if Eddie got challenged. So I knew he wasn't gonna get challenged, so I'm not even finna listen to that bullshit, man. But yeah, you know, Fight Hype been doing that bullshit for a long time now. Lying, dick riding, you know, whoever got the momentum, that's who they ride with. You know, they always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Going back to Floyd and stuff. So that's what they do. I'm not surprised by it. Eddie Hearn is strategically selecting people he think he can own, people he think he can buy. And he's strategically doing that. You know what I mean? And you know, he got Fight Hype under wraps now. Cause see, when they putting out Deontay Wilder tweets and they putting them titles up there and stuff like that, Eddie Hearn reached out to him and said, okay, well, let me see if I can get these guys. Let me see if I can get these guys under my wing. Come in here and tell them some bullshit. They didn't challenge him whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever. So it's like, man, whatever. I mean, this is what they do. What we have to do is continue to put out the truth, continue to counter these lies with the truth. And that's what we got to do, man, because it's easy to see why Deontay Wilder's in the position he in. Eddie Hearn, he owned the UK media, and he slowly purchasing up all the fake-ass American boxing media. I told y'all, these dudes, you can't trust these dudes, man. I mean, after I knew for sure, I already suspected it, but I knew for sure when that top rank situation happened with them credentials, then I knew for sure what be going on with them credentials. I said, okay, now I see what these niggas be doing, okay? Because this motherfucker just tried to get me to cut a jig, you know what I mean, to get some credentials to the fight. So I know these buck dancing niggas be in there doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no code. They chase niggas around, you know what I'm saying, with cameras and shit. Niggas, fighters trying to walk away from these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fighters trying to walk away from them, and these niggas chasing behind them like some little groupie girls. You know what I mean? Just trying to get a little quote for a headline. Fuck that shit, man. I only fuck with a few niggas in the media. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. Just a few people that fuck with the LGBC. That's it. I can't stand that shit, man. Them big media websites, all of them dick riders, Steve Kim, all the rest of them, they all threatened by us too. They all threatened by us. You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is, man. But hopefully, you know, we just got to stay on their neck and keep applying that pressure.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, let me take it over to Black Fight Fan TV. What's going on, family?
What's going down, man?
Man, you got it, man. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Black Fight Fan TV on YouTube, at Black Fight Fan, one word, on Instagram, and you can go to ldbcsports.com and click on my profile at Black Fight Fan TV and link up to me like that.
Yes, indeed. I want to hear your thoughts on the same exact subject. I saw you do a video on it earlier, but I wanted to hear your thoughts.
I mean, it was loaded with softballs, man. You know, what can I say after Ticket? You know, he blew up the mic. You know, the dude, Floyd Hype, man, he loaded it up with softballs. I mean, but, you know, that dude, that's how he get interviews. You know what I'm saying? And like 78 said, he not going to get challenged. Eddie Hearn knew he wasn't going to get challenged by the dude, especially if he vetted him properly and brought him in the way he was supposed to. And Eddie Hearn, he's very manipulative, very cunning. He'll smooth talk he'll smooth talk anybody, man. That dude, he says things so eloquently, he'll lie to you right in your face, and you just you won't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he got that stardust. He got that wizardry down pack. You know what I'm saying? The boy's a wizard, man. So, but at the same time, it's just like, I expect that from the American media, man. And I ain't even calling American media. I'm not calling them dudes no media. They ain't journalists. Them YouTubers, man. Them YouTubers, they getting into positions. They getting exposed to things that they ain't never been exposed to. They just YouTubers, just like us, man. You know what I'm saying? So these guys is regular guys. They ain't, they getting a taste of something and getting to see things that they getting different experiences and things like that, and they constantly in awe with that type of stuff. Instead of stepping up and doing what they supposed to do, asking them questions that directly contradict or directly challenge what Eddie Hearn says, they take the opportunity to just kind of just be there and enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, all we can do, man, is just keep working, keep being productive, keep doing what we doing, keep going through the opposition, and keeping our foot on the ground, our foot on their neck. You know what I'm saying? One foot on the ground, one foot on the neck, and keep smashing on Eddie Hearn, and keep doing what we do. And that's across the board, not just with Eddie Hearn, whatever we doing. I'm not worried about them dudes. I made a direct response to them, so it ain't no misconstruing on what's going on, and them hoes see it. They know how people feel about them or whatever the case may be. So I mean, it is what it is, man. Them dudes ain't no different than us. Like I said, they just some YouTubers, homie. They just happy to be in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna take it over to Coach. Coach, I got a question for you. But first of all, before I do that, tell the people how they can follow you, Coach.
Hey, man. Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, dog. Okay, I'm laying back. Man, y'all find me at CSH Combat Sports, man. It's not complicated. It's simple.
Go ahead. You sound like you got something to say, man. Go ahead, Coach. Before I even ask my question, go ahead, man.
No, I'm gonna let you ask a question first. Go.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
What do you think about, or do you think, I don't want to lead you, do you think Eddie Hearn is overly obsessed with Deontay Wilder?
He might have a homoerotic affection to him. I mean, I don't know, man, because he's constantly lying, man. And I think the thing of it is, man, and me, I was probably one of the only Eddie Hearn supporters back, a year and a half ago. Hey, guys, come on now. Eddie Hearn done put on some good fights, in the past. But, now, man, this dude done took lying to a whole nother level, man. He done, came and attacked our channels, okay? He done called us out. Yeah, he done called us out. He called us out on Instagram one day. To my, yeah, you see all this stuff that I'm doing, mate? You see everything I'm doing? Yeah, but the Lions can't do anything like this, So taking direct shots at the LDBC. So, okay, the guy done lied, man. The guy done messed up $50 million for his boy AJ, right? AJ, being the buck dancing fool that he is, he was praising this dude so bad. Oh, Eddie Hearn, we work together. I work with Eddie because Eddie's going to get me the most amount of money, sir. He going to get me the most amount of money, sir. Okay? And guess what? And all you others, I'm up here in this house right now, and you guys are still out there in the field. See, they look at Deontay Wilder as some field Negro, okay? You don't know what you're doing, man. And then, we view AJ as a house Negro. That's what we view him as. I mean, Eddie Hearn done told lie after lie after lie. Okay, why nobody not questioning the $20 million, the $15 million, to get Wilder over there to fight, then the $5 million so Wilder can fight whoever he want to fight? How come nobody ain't question that? Why the hell nobody not questioning a date? The April 2019 date. How come nobody not questioning any of that stuff, man? Wait a minute. I thought that they were trying to make the fight so Deontay Wilder can fight next, okay? Eddie Hearn done already said, hey, let's take this thing down to 2019 in April. Ain't nobody saying that. Everybody's saying, well, we don't really know if Deontay Wilder, got the $50 million. Who the fuck is Shelly Finkel? Who is that? This man got 5 decades in the entertainment and boxing business. I mean, are you trying to tell me that? See, I have to ask, how do you know he's not connected? Why are you dudes worried about what's in the bank account? Are y'all asses in the matchroom, negotiating room? Do you guys even know? Well, Deontay Wilder, his highest payday's only been $2.1 million. How do you know that? That's what is reported. Y'all, y'all dudes need to get out of people's pocket, man. Y'all don't know what Eddie Hearn paying. Nobody knows. Nobody really knows the exact amount. Because they can tell the news media anything they want to tell them. But people still want to stand up and support Hearn. And I keep saying this, man. You got the clean-cut white guy versus, the Alabama black man, the Southern man with broken English, all of the above. But they don't want to believe the guy with the broken English. Okay, well, if you're not going to believe that, hey, you got Steven Espinoza, okay? The CEO of Showtime pretty much said, yep, everything Wilder's saying is accurate. You got Shelly Finkel, 5 decades, okay, in entertainment and boxing. You got Al Heyman, over 3 decades, okay? But these guys just say, well, Shelly Finkel don't have a huge net worth. That's what's reported. Shelly Finkel got the money many times over. He can get access to these people. See, now, I take it to a whole nother level. Shelly Finkel got access to people that Eddie Hearn will never have access to. Why don't I just tell y'all that these people he got access to, these people can change things, okay? These people can probably go in, okay, and strong arm a situation if they have to. The man's connected. But, we still want to believe Eddie Hearn. And I keep telling people, man, it's a race thing. Oh, you black guys, all you guys do is race bait. Well, hey, if you had a stomach ache, it's not supposed to be there. So racism, not supposed to be there. We know what this is, man. Eddie Hearn gonna keep doing the same thing, man. He gonna do the same thing. What's next? I mean, he gonna have AJ, running around in some damn dress, some pink panties, some Wonder Woman bracelets fighting crime. That's what he gonna have next, man. AJ is done, man. AJ is done, and he's so damn stupid, man. He's so damn stupid. He got AJ Promotions, y'all. Like, damn. What made this guy go ahead and re-sign back with Eddie Hearn? He could have just done his own deal. But no, sir, I'm the house Negro, sir. I get to have the air conditioner, sir. I get to get the crumbs off master floor, sir. And while you field Negroes get to get out there and you get to get stung by the bees and pick the cotton, I get to drink some of Master's fine lemonade. Woo! That's what I get to do, sir. Because I'm AJ. Damn Eddie Hearn and damn his lies. I'm going to put myself on mute, sir.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. K Black Boxing, what's going on, family?
What's up, Junior? What's good, panel? Well, shout out to the chat as well, man. The whole LDBC.
Yes, sir. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
K Black Boxing, NBA, poetry, comedy, and entertainment, man. I know it's a long title, but I'm branding myself in many different areas, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So thoughts on the same situation. What are your thoughts on, well, actually, do you think that Eddie Hearn is obsessed with Wilder?
Absolutely, man. That's why he continue to talk about him. That's why he continue to underhandedly try to promote him. Believe it or not, that's how Deontay Wilder is the biggest star. Everybody know Joshua in the UK. They know Wilder too. Of course, Wilder is the biggest star in the US. So the thing is, it's one of those things. How these promoters and fighters, they fight somebody else, but they still say the other fighter's name, so he can so they can still promote him without even knowing him, man. So that's what a lot of these fighters do, and a lot of these promoters do that shit, man. So he gonna continue to use Wilder name, continue to every time a microphone's put in his face, no matter if it's Fight Hype, Fight Hub, Michelle Joy, or whoever the fuck that he talked to, he gonna continue to mention Wilder's name, continue to try to say negative things about him, even and just blatantly lie. Eddie Hearn, man, he definitely is at this point, he's one of the worst. He's definitely the worst promoter now, but I think he's one of the worst promoters of all times, man. In my opinion. Let's just be totally honest, man. At one point in time, I know I liked AJ. Many other people they liked AJ as well, man. And we thought that this fight would be definitely be made by now. But the thing is, when you got a guy like Eddie Hearn and AJ, he's to blame too, because he allowed Eddie Journey talk him out of that $50 million, which is one of the worst mistakes that any, like Deontay Wilder told him, it's gonna be one of the worst mistakes in his whole entire life, man. And I agree with that, man. Eddie Germ, man, I just really like. I didn't listen to that 30-minute piece on Fight Hype because I already know what every time the microphone is in his face, he gonna tell blatant lies. Um, and I agree with my brothers on the panel, man. These guys would do almost anything just to get in his favor. You know what I mean? Whether it's hotel favors or whatever the hell Eddie Germ is doing underhandedly, man. But the thing is, though, his obsession with Wilder got to stop, man. You got AJ. You're not finna get Wilder. Wilder never finna allow you to promote him, man. He his own boss. So quit trying to use his name to promote your bum ass fighter, man, because you already know that the end is almost near, man. So the thing is, though, once you got the guys like the LDBC, myself and others, man, continue to push the real, the truth, we're gonna be okay, man. We don't give a hell about the other narratives that the other individuals that call themselves reporters or whatever the hell. My brother, Black Fight Fan, said it correct. They are nothing but YouTubers just like us, man. And believe it or not, a lot of us are more known than them. They might think they more known 'cause they probably got more subscribers, but man, everybody fuck with the LDBC, man, because it's the truth over here, man. Nobody want to deal with them other cowards because at the end of the day, they'll sell anything, man, in order to get a quote unquote exclusive. You know what I mean? A lot of us we don't even have to be at the fights all the goddamn time, but fighters still come talk to us, man. Matter of fact, I did a video about Jerry Hurd versus Jamal Cholo, right? And uh, Jared Hurd trainer actually came to my video and commented. You know what I mean? So that's how you know, dog. Our name is out there, man. So people gonna flock to the LDBC and them continue to flock to the LDBC, man. And one thing I'm gonna say is this too. I know we got people, man, who think they're gonna ride the coattails of the LDBC, man. I'm just gonna be totally honest. And I know it's like this not even on topic, but the thing is though, man, we see y'all, man. You know what I mean? We know we a high commodity. We know we the best thing going, but at the same time, man, if you're not with us, don't be trying to use don't be trying to use the lingo. Don't be trying to act like everything is cool, everything is friendly, and then behind the scenes, you know what I mean, you backbiting and bullshit. You know what I mean? But that's just a topic for another day.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to the super chat, man. I see y'all been in there going bananas. We got a JMJ2121. Salute family. D Style Boxing. I got you in there. Salute family. We got Capadonna 24. Salute to you too, family. Greg Wyatt. Make the Fight, Cass, 2 Robinson, Blue Blood, Mike Biggs Boxing, and Capadonna. I think I said Capadonna already. Salute, family. We appreciate y'all. Blue Blood says, salute to the bros, LDBC. It's the takeover. I'm on Eddie Hearn head July 17th. And then Mike Biggs says, man, forget Eddie Spurn. That's why we need to come hard and correct LDBC. They scared of the truth. Yes, indeed.
Hey, Junior.
Yes, sir.
Hey, send Mr. Boston today a link. I think he want a link.
He needs to email me, man. Email me junior@juniorthetruth.com. JUNIOR @juniorthetruth.com.
I got him. I'll give it to him.
Okay. And okay, Cali Enigma, what's up, family?
What's up, fam? What's going down?
Man, you got it, family. Tell the people how they can follow you, bro.
You can follow me at the Cali Enigma Boxing and Sports Network on YouTube, and the Cali Enigma 2 on YouTube, and the Cali Enigma on Twitter and Instagram, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me ask you this, man. I need to hear your thoughts on the same exact situation, Eddie Hearn's obsession with Wilder, as well as that interview.
Oh man, this dude Eddie Hearn, man, he's just absolutely obsessed. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to attach his name to Deontay Wilder at all costs because that's the only way to keep him relevant. He needs us to talk about him. Unfortunately, though, if we don't defend Wilder, so he kind of puts us in a bad situation. Either we let Wilder's name get dragged in the mud with no one there to defend him, but then again we have to respond. Then we end up responding to this fuck boy right here, and we end up building his fucking name. And that's why he does it, because he needs to make sure he remains relevant here in America. Because at the end of the day, he's not doing very well in America, man. You know what I mean? His money that he was bragging about, Richard Schaefer got a cut of it. You know what I'm saying? He can't really sign any big time fighter. You know what I mean? Because I keep saying this. if this motherfucker had somebody, he would talk because he can't shut the fuck up. He's fucking talking every fucking day. So at the end of the day, we know what's going on. He needs constant attention. He needs to have his name out there. He needs to be a celebrity. He needs to be seen as the next big thing in American media. Unfortunately for himself, he has separate ties with a lot of people. A lot of people connected in the industry of boxing, TV, and the whole nine. Because he's trying to bring this zone deal here. And with this the zone here deal here, what he's doing is he's actually fucking trying to cut out already fucking networks that are already established. And you think that they're gonna accept that shit? But we do know that people like Max Kellerman and from ESPN and HBO that he would happily, because you know technically AJ is still a free agent. He's not technically signed to the zone, so they're still holding out hope that they can sign him. And really, let's keep it 100. We also know that ESPN Steven Espinosa is still holding out hope that he can sign AJ too. You know what I mean? So that's why he's not. He needs to go in, and he really should be going and trying to protect Wilder. But that's not what it's all about. You know what I mean? Because everyone wants a piece of AJ. This old coward motherfucker who don't want to fight nobody. This old bitch-made motherfucker hoe-ass nigga, man, that can't ever be a man for himself, stand out and come say something, nigga. You don't like what the fuck Eddie Hearn said? Go to the fucking media, nigga. Say something. Stop sitting in the background, man, acting like the whole bitch that's sitting in the back of the fucking, in the back seat. Matter of fact, sometimes in the back of the trunk, nigga. Hey, grow up here, man. Say something. This nigga refuses to say anything. You know, he lets people come out, well, AJ isn't happy. Fuck the second hand, nigga. Be you. Hell, matter of fact, you got Instagram, nigga. You can go Instagram live and go live and say what you really fucking feel. Say something. You have the right. Or is it maybe you signed a shitty contract and you aren't allowed to speak out against Matchroom Boxing? Is that what you did? You signed this fucking slave deal, nigga? Where that's and when you had your own promotional company, where you're promoting shows. Matter of fact, one of your fighters is Josh Boatsy, a guy that's been rumored to fight Anthony Yard, one of them domestic prospect fights. Huh? So that's why. Because technically, even though that's supposed to be your promotional company, you started it through Matchroom. So technically, it's Matchroom's company. So you really don't have shit, nigga. Because that's what it has to be. This nigga ain't saying shit because he can't say shit. I believe he's contractually not allowed to say a goddamn thing. He's not that intelligent. Because if he was smart, he would have never re-up with them motherfuckers. But obviously, maybe they got something on him. They have to. But at the end of the day, like I said, hell yeah, he's obsessed with Deontay Wilder. He wants to sign Deontay Wilder. He wants this to be an in-house fight. And he wants all that shit on his own because he wants to get all that money for himself, or he wants to be able to get more money and at least have the zone direct some other money towards Richard Schaefer and let him keep his money. Yeah, he's completely obsessed. He needs to win. He's been taking major L's, so this is all desperate. This is flinging shit all across the walls to see what fucking sticks. This is what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's a fucking ape. He's a fucking ape. That's what he is. He's a fucking ape flinging shit. That's what Eddie Hearn is, man. It's desperation. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And how does he keep himself relevant? Because no other American fighter wants to fuck with this motherfucker, man. At least no one relevant. So the only way to keep his fucking ass relevant is to keep talking about Deontay Wilder. And he's going to talk about Deontay Wilder tomorrow. He's going to talk about Deontay Wilder Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even after the zone deal happened, these interviews during that shit, when they supposed to make their announcement next week, or I think maybe it's Friday, or then I think it's either Friday or next week. When they make that announcement, he's going to be talking about Deontay Wilder because he's like, oh yeah, no problem. We're going to make Deontay Wilder fight here. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be on his own. So, it's a matter of time. Deontay Wilder's not being cooperative right now, but we'll definitely get him on there. $20 million more he's ever made in his life. So we'll definitely do that. Woman, Wilder, you hear say here. Maybe I'll throw you an extra $1 million in there. That's still more money you ever made in your whole entire career. That's what's going to happen. So that's what it's going to come down to. This guy's going to definitely talk shit. He's going to continue to try to offer that shit contract. He doesn't want to offer $50 million because he can't fucking afford to pay him 50-50. He can't pay 50-50 to Wilder and AJ. The ticket scalping he's not allowed to do the ticket scalping to the extent that he originally been doing it because they banned it in the O2 and Wembley Arena, and now the same people are trying to make it become national law. They want that to be national law where you can't ticket scalp. You can only charge 10% on face value, which will cut millions on top of millions of dollars away from Matchroom. Matchroom's fucked. So he's over here really trying to establish himself in America. He needs Wilder to fight on the zone to attract us. That's what it's about. He needs Wilder. So he's going to continue to harass Wilder. Now, you know what's going on now? I'm going to tell you what's going on now. Now he's trying to insult Deontay Wilder into taking this fight. He's trying to make Deontay Wilder so pissed, so frustrated that he takes a shitty deal just to get a chance to knock out, Anthony Joshua. That's what this is coming down to now. So, at first he couldn't be nice. He was an asshole first. Then he tried some little sweet talking about, oh yeah, I would love to sign a fighter like that. That doesn't work. So now it's like I said, it's all about flinging shit. That's what this guy's a fucking ape. He's a fucking ape. And as a matter of fact, I hope that one of you guys fucking go to fucking Adobe Photoshop that motherfucker as an ape flinging shit, because that's what the fuck he's doing, man.
Damn. All right. Blood boxing, what's going on, family?
Hey man, what's good with it, fam?
It's all good, man. Tell the people how they can follow you.
Find me at Blood Boxing Returns with a Z at the end over at YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Now, I need to know your thoughts, man. I know you did a stream today, you and Sister Beverly, where you talked about the current state of boxing. I want to know your thoughts on Eddie Hearn's obsession with Wilder and the current state of boxing as it relates to that.
Okay, man. Well, first of all, I do believe that he is obsessed with Wilder, but I don't give a fuck because he's gonna continue to promote him for free. That's all he's doing. He's promoting him. He ain't never gonna sign him. Wilder already saying he ain't gonna fuck with him. So the more he go and he running his mouth and all of that stuff, the more he's promoting Wilder. The more those haters go and they talk all this shit, the more they promote him, because everybody need a little hate. Okay, if you don't have no hate in the mix, then you're gonna be boring anyway. So this is all good for Wilder. But the fact of the matter is that Wilder wants a 50-50. And he deserves it too. We got two guys who have titles. Nobody has done anything significant over the other one, okay? Now, I didn't hear Eddie Hearn's little interview today because I don't have 30 minutes to give Eddie Hearn. I don't give a fuck what he says, all right? I'm not going to spend 30 minutes of my time listening to that lion snake, that slave driver, exactly what I had called him, because that's what he is, okay? I heard that AJ though wasn't happy or some shit like that. I did hear about AJ supposedly ain't happy with the fact that Eddie Hearn pretty much dropped the ball on this fight, okay? And the same thing happened to Mike Weaver, okay? Mike Weaver for months and months and months kept his mouth shut because his team was trying to protect him from James Tillis. Okay, he decided to go on ahead, tell his team to fuck off. He had to go public eventually because he was a quiet guy. But with AJ, I don't think it's the same situation as it was with Mike Weaver. I think AJ is quiet because I think he's slow, man. I really do. I'm not going to change that. I think that he's got some issues going on, man. He can't speak up for himself. And I'm to the point now where I don't give a fuck about him. So, hopefully good luck with building your media creation over there in Europe. And to all of you guys out there talking shit about Wilder and about how he turned money down and stuff, he's still rich. Like I told y'all before, he's still rich. He got more money than all y'all motherfuckers. Half of y'all motherfuckers don't even hold a job. Y'all can't get money no kind of way. You can't get money on or off the clock, okay? You don't know what it's like to get money because you're getting government handout and you want to sit up here and talk about some man who's a millionaire not having no money and not getting turning down paydays. Shut the fuck up about money, man. Just let these guys fight. And yeah, the game is fucked up because we got too many fight fans out there that want to play promoter and want to play manager and all of that shit. They should be encouraging these fighters to fight because none of them fight. Like I said before, 67 title holders, okay? That's pretty much what we got in front of us. And ain't nobody putting no pressure. Ain't none of these media web pages talking about none of these other fighters. They talk about 25 fighters tops. I counted. I've been looking at the articles. It's about the same guys regurgitated over and over again. Canelo Alvarez, this and that. And they got some nerve to tell 7-8 that his page looked like a Wilder fest. Look at their fucking page. And then they got fucking uploaders and people with aliases writing for them and shit like that. And nobody covering the sport right. And that's all I gotta say for now.
Yes, indeed. Beverly Rose, what's going on, sister?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing a lot better today. Thank you.
Good. Tell the people how they can follow you, sis.
Well, you can follow me here at Beverly Rose Boxing and Entertainment. Change my name. It's ENT, not the full word. You can follow me on Twitter at Beverly Rose Boxing. And you can follow me on Instagram at Beverly Rose LDBC.
Yes, ma'am. Before we get started, how's mom doing?
She's doing a little better. She went and got some medicine from the pharmacy for her foot. The immunotherapy, the side effects were making her ankle swell, and she couldn't walk at all. She couldn't get up to use the bathroom without screaming. But the medicine helped, and she's got her scan tomorrow, actually. Thanks to you guys, she's able to finally get her scan to see where her progress is. This will be her first scan, actually, in about 3 months. So yeah, thank you.
You dropped off, or maybe it's just me. I can't hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
What about, can everyone else hear me? I don't know. Can you hear me, Fanon? You're not on mute.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Did you hear everything? Should I repeat myself or?
No, I heard everything. I heard everything you said.
Okay. All right. Cool. But yeah, other than that, she's doing pretty well. She's finding something to eat right now. So yeah.
That's good news. Well, let her know we pulling for her and we rocking with y'all.
Definitely. Just told her before I came out here, actually, too.
That's good. So I want to hear your thoughts. Eddie Hearn, is he obsessed with Wilder? And then also your thoughts on that interview from today.
Well, to be honest, what you're talking about, his Fight Hype interview, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, he is clearly obsessed with Wilder because Wilder is the only thing really that's popping in boxing who has superstar potential. And I mean, in regards to his interview, it's the same old thing to me. It's honestly annoying talking about him and looking at him. He's kind of creepy, to be honest. He looks a little creepy to me. He's got eyes like a cobra. And it's a new lie every day. It's something new every day. Or it's just the same thing, but he changes it in a certain way. And I mean, I don't know whatever to say to him except for the fact that he has a lot of fanboys who support him. I mean, I was reading the comments on some of these videos, and I was telling 78 about this on my stream earlier. And one of them was saying how Wilder is a bum. And no, he was saying he was like a country boy. They just use these code words. He was saying he's going to be in Bama eating grits and stuff. I mean, that's how they actually feel about him. They like the idea of living vicariously through these promoters and being dominant over whoever, whether they be Negroes or Mexicans or even Eastern Europeans. That's what I've noticed about these men. And it's very sad because what sort of manhood do they have if that's your life, And these comments have gotten a lot of likes too. I've screenshotted them. The likes have probably gone up even more, but it's a lot of unconditional love, like I always say, for Eddie Hearn and not AJ. I don't think they care about AJ. It's really Eddie Hearn that they're in love with. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about him.
Yes, ma'am. Fanon International Boxing Esquire, what's going on, sir?
All good, man. How you feeling?
I'm blessed, man. How about yourself?
No complaints, man.
Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
It's Fanon International Boxing on YouTube is the best way.
Yes. Go ahead.
No, what's the question, man?
Same exact thing. I want to hear your thoughts on Eddie's obsession with Wilder and the interview at Fight Hype.
Oh, all right. Well, first, I didn't listen to that interview.
Okay.
I mean, there's literally nothing else Eddie Hearn can say. when he was on Fight Type, I just looked at it. It was 30 minutes. I was like, okay, what he's going to say is that Deontay Wilder really ducked the fight. You know, he's going to repeat the same stuff that he's been repeating before. As far as Fight Hype and those type of and that particular deal, you know, man, they keeping the lights on. So, hey, man, if they feel like they want to get the news out by letting that dude on and, you know, say whatever he wants to say, hey, it don't make any different than boxing scene. Because boxing scene, I've noticed over the last month, has gotten very, very pro Eddie Hearn, very pro Anthony Joshua in the material and the angles that they're taking in their articles. So, I mean, that's what promoters do, man. That's one they get in the media and they try to massage the press and they try to massage them with access, right? And these guys, it's not like these guys are real even the guys that are reporters aren't investigative reporters. You know, they're not they're not guys that are, you know, Nobel Prize winning journalists. You know, these guys are sports hacks, and 9 times out of 10, they really ain't even boxing fans. You know, these are guys that wanted to cover baseball or they wanted to cover soccer. And, you know, when they majored in journalism and they went into journalism, they couldn't get a job. They couldn't get a job that Stephen A. Smith got. So instead of that, they cover boxing and they don't understand it. And they say, and then they accept whatever is that's told to them. So they continue to have the access and they continue. So that's just what they do. The difference between that and people like that and people on the panel is we're boxing fans. We care about about boxing. We've been paying attention to boxing before we got YouTube channels or whatever. And if YouTube went away, we'd be paying attention to it afterwards. So really, it's just a higher level of understanding on like within the LDBC and within new media than you'll get with a traditional media outlet. Because I mean, when you can have conversations in the comment section with guys like Lawrence Williams and Curtis Anderson and guys like that, where, you know, they just have like encyclopedic knowledges of boxing for decades and decades past, decades before they were even born, and they continue to study on a day-to-day basis. I mean, people in the LDBC, we study boxing. We don't just look at it's not just a matter of looking at what somebody says today, but people can intelligently talk about what happened with Tex Rickard, what happened with with Joey Maxim and Archie Moore, and the situation that happened with that, where Joey Maxim, I think, got paid $800,000 and to put his title on the line against Archie Moore, but Archie Moore only gets like $800, some ridiculous amount of money like that, and he's got to sign away 10% of his purse, like Joe Louis had to do for the rest of his career. I mean, when you understand things like that and you have a true appreciation of the history of boxing, then things like Eddie Hearn really do get under your skin because you can see where it's going. But see, I don't think that Eddie Hearn has an obsession with Deontay Wilder. I think Eddie Hearn has an obsession with Eddie Hearn. I think Eddie Hearn is a narcissistic. I think he's a narcissist. And that is what has allowed him to be successful to the degree that he's been successful. And that's just his personality. The one thing that if I was Anthony Joshua and I would look at how many times Anthony Joshua's name is in an article where Eddie Hearn is not mentioned, and how much press Eddie Hearn is getting off of Anthony Joshua's name from the signing of the DAZN deal. Without Anthony Joshua, there is no DAZN deal, right? Without Anthony Joshua, there is no entree into the United States. And Anthony Joshua, if you look at the way he's handling Anthony Joshua, he doesn't even seem like he wants Anthony Joshua to come to the United States. He wants to keep Anthony Joshua in the UK, but then he wants to sign fighters in the US so he can get that big money that comes with the price gouging that's allowed by the U.S. by the U.S. Basically government officials. Cali Enigma basically mentioned what happened with StubHub and O2 and how they have an anti-touting law. I think that's what they call ticket scalping there, touting, right? Where they say, look, you can't on a secondary ticket market, you can't lift the price over face value more than 10%, which cuts out all of that basic. And then when you add that and the fee that the secondary ticket vendor would take, it basically cuts down their profit to like 3 or 4% after taxes. So it totally eliminates the gouging of fight fans, which is what Eddie Hearn is best at doing. So he wants to come over to the United States, and he wants to get over to the United States as badly as he can, but he needs somebody in America to do that. He needs Deontay Wilder or he needs the PBC. So, I mean, my thing with Eddie Hearn at this point in time, man, he's gonna drown. And for me, it's pretty much just like watching a cat strung up by a tree kick his legs out. That's what he's doing, because there's nowhere to go. Anthony Joshua is not that good a fighter. He's already humiliated him I don't know if you've heard, I won't go on too much longer, but the data mining that the Zone said that they did, which allowed them convinced them to sign World Boxing Super Series. Data mining is when you pull all the words, all of the information and mentions of somebody's name off of the internet, and you basically get to see, okay, what do you think about, what is the general tone of a person? That same data mining that said that there was a need for the World Boxing Series also has Anthony Joshua coward planted all over it. And they're not missing that. So they're just really, that's what I think, Eddie Hearn. I mean, dude's going to be gone in about 2-3 years, man.
Yes, indeed. 78 Sports TV, I'm going to come to you. You there, bro?
Yes, sir. What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. I wanted you to, if you wanted to, I wanted you to talk about your situation with your live stream.
Oh yeah. Let me inform everybody about that. My live streams have been suspended, so I won't be able to do live streams for about Blood says 3 months, whatever that YouTube suspension and shit is. So I'll be able to do my regular videos, but I won't be live in the mornings no more for a few months. YouTube went back and flagged a video, took down a video from 3 years ago about Black Parenthood. Okay, so apparently that video was offensive. Me telling Black parents to take care of their kids. So it is what it is. They took it down. I appealed it, and they still said they stood on it. So it is what it is. So y'all can check for me in the mornings. I'll still be doing my videos, but unfortunately I won't be able to go live. You know what I mean? So if anybody out there wants to keep supporting the channel, you can always donate to the PayPal, or you can donate to the Smoke City MobCast right here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, jeez, man. Let's shift the subject, man, just a little bit. So I want to talk about one of the things before we move on. Shakur Stevenson was arrested this weekend. You know what I mean? His 21st birthday. We all are familiar with that situation and what went on. So I'm gonna go to you, Ticket TV. What are your thoughts on Shakur Stevenson getting arrested this weekend, bro?
Well, he young fella. I've been noticing just a little bit of stuff about Shakur Stevenson lately. A little bit of outbursts here and there. Just different type of demeanor than what he had when he came out of the amateur. But I'm gonna say this, man. I hope he doesn't go on the wrong path, man. I hope he just keeps his life straight. He seemed like a good kid, man. Nice smile. You know what I'm saying? Just a good kid, man. And I don't want to see him go down the path, the Sea Breezy path. You know what I'm saying? Where he came out as a good kid. You feel me? Good presentation, nice smile. We saw him crying when he lost at the Olympics, I think it was. And so I'm just saying, man. I was disappointed when I seen it. But you live and you learn, man. And hopefully he gets some people to stay in his ear. I know Dre Ward gonna be in his ear. So I hope those guys stay in his ear and, just keep his mind right, man. We need those type of young fellas, man. We need those guys around, man. That's coming up in the sport. We don't need those guys, behind bars incarcerated and not doing what they can do positive to help society, man. We don't need another statistic out here, man, to help the trend that's going on in the world today, man. So, and one other thing, man, you know, man, I appreciate everybody that support the LDBC, man. You guys know that LDBC has a lot of haters, man. They got a lot of haters. The LDBC has a lot of haters, man. But at the end of the day, the LDBC has a lot of supporters too. And so I just want all the brothers to stay motivated, stay focused on your supporters. You understand what I'm saying? Focus on the people who show love for you, who show love to the LDBC, man. And like I said, man, you know, when you start to do big things, you're going to get those haters, man, that come your way and that try to knock you down. But stay focused, stay on the right path. And, you know, everything going to be all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong. Don't let nobody break you. Don't let nobody, you know, turn you against your brothers, man, in the LDBC. At the end of the day, you know, we all brothers, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you want to love and respect that friendship and that bond that we have. And even with the sisters too, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful sister Beverly Rose in here with us, chopping it up with the brothers, man. I mean, I respect that, you know what I'm saying? I love that, you know what I'm saying? The same thing with Miss Female Boxing Fan, you know, Miss Boxing Fanatic, you know, all of these people, man. You understand what I'm saying? We're showing you guys we're making moves, man. And so, you know, I just want everybody to kind of stay on that positive vibe, man, and you know, push for each other to have the best success that we all can have.
Yes, indeed. Hey, 78, I'm gonna come back to you real quick, man. You still there, family?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We need to hear that big announcement too, man. With regard to the big three.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start covering, you know, the big three, Ice Cube's basketball league. Some that we see. This is why I respect Ice Cube. First of all, a lot of people talk about independence and talk about why don't they do this? Why don't they create their own league? Why don't they do this? You know, and then when they do it, when somebody has the balls to do it, we gotta get out there and we gotta support them. You know, we gotta support them. We gotta make sure it's successful. So, salute to the homie Town Biz. The big three will be in Oakland Friday. This Friday, Town Biz will be there covering it with credentials, and we're gonna try to branch that out and make sure we can cover more big three events in different cities and try to, you know, make sure we're giving that the same attention as we give the NBA and other things, because you know, this is a black-owned entity, so we want to make sure we do that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me go over to you, Black Fight Fan TV. You still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm still here, homie.
Okay, family. I need you, man, on the Shakur Stevenson subject, man. If you can get that young man, you know, just give him a little bit of game to soak up, man, so that he can grow and move from this situation. And I think you're the perfect person to do that.
Well, man, the what I see from Shakur Stevens and what's been going on for a little bit is he tired of being the good boy. He tired of letting the smooth taste fool him. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody has this imagery of him, and he's trying to paint a polar opposite because he's a fighter. So he's lashing out and he's trying to prove himself in every instance. But the thing about it is, you know, it's a double-edged sword, because you got to let him live. You got to let him live. You got to let him go through his mistakes, you know, and you can't really preach at him. You know what I'm saying? He got to go through some things, man, to understand what it really is out here. And, you know, I tell the young homies, I tell my little brother this all the time. I tell him, a smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. You know, Shakur Stevenson is from Newark, New Jersey. It's a lot of guys that failed out there. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of guys. I got some homies that's from out there that they didn't make it. You know, and I met them. I met him in the Bureau of Prison. You know what I'm saying? That's where I met him at. And so, you know, hopefully the young homie tie his head on straight, you know, and realize that he's in a very privileged position. He's a boxer that had coming out of the Olympics, that has a machine behind him in top ranks. He has James Prince, one of the greatest minds on the planet, one of the greatest black business minds of all time. He got Andre Ward behind him, one of the greatest fighters of all time, guiding him. He's in a very privileged position. And hopefully he'll understand that and he'll come to grips with that and not allow outside entities or his temper or his immaturity overwhelm him. You understand what I'm saying? And hopefully his wake-up call don't line him in the cemetery or back in jail. Hopefully his wake-up call is just something that he realizes within his own manhood and his own self. So I mean, it's very unfortunate, but he gotta live. He gotta live. And you gonna crash when you're going 130. You know what I'm saying? You gonna crash on me. So I mean, that's all I can tell him.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let me go over here to you, Coach. All right, Coach. So one of the major fights we have on the horizon is Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. Coach, you there with us?
Yeah, man, I'm still here.
Okay, so we see all this. A lot of videos surface of Robert Easter training and so on and so forth, and not as much from Mikey Garcia. Do you think Mikey is taking Robert Easter Jr. seriously?
Nah, man, I don't think he's taking him serious. I think he a clown, man. Just listening to him. And I think Mikey man, skill wise, I'm not a Mikey Garcia fan, man. I'm just not a big fan of his, and I still ain't forgot about them monkey comments. I ain't forgot about that shit. But I gotta be honest. I think Mikey skill wise that Robert Easter Jr. is reckless, man. And Robert Easter Jr. he make too many mistakes in the ring for a fighter like Mikey Garcia, who who got fundamentals, really really good boxing fundamentals. And Mikey he's not flashy, man. He's not very flashy, but he does the little things correct in the ring, man, that keeps these guys, at bay and keep these guys from actually beating them, And what he gonna do, man? All he gonna do is cut off the ring, man. He gonna cut off the ring, and then he's gonna methodically pick Robert Easter Jr. apart. So I think Mikey, he might be taking him a little lightly, but I think he's confident because I think that they don't look at enough video with Robert Easter Jr. to know, man, that this guy can't beat me. He can't beat me. He don't do anything. Robert Easter Jr. is more athletic. He's a lot more athletic than Mikey Garcia. But I think at the end of the day, man, the skills, man, the skill set, the fundamentals, the basic boxing fundamentals, man. Like, Mikey Garcia, he going to place the jab in the right spot, He's going to make Robert Easter Jr. reset. Like, even when he was fighting Broner, man, he kept lighting Broner up, man, and making Broner have to reset. So Broner had to start thinking about letting his hands go because Mikey would disrupt his offense and then Broner would be on the defensive. And I think he feel like, Robert Easter Jr. Is not the same as Broner, but I think he thinks that Robert Easter Jr. can't compete with him skill-wise. So, and it, in boxing, man, taking a guy lightly could be a kiss of death, or, it could actually be, something that'll go in there where he just go in there and just press the action the whole time. And two, I feel like Mikey Garcia is bigger than Robert Easter Jr. I'm talking about like, physically. I mean, I know they fighting at the same weight, but I feel like Mikey is a little bit bigger. And I think Mikey's going to be able to physically win the physical battle as well. So, yeah, he didn't say anything crazy, but, he do kind of sound like, I'm finna go in here and I'm about to whoop this boy ass, Now, Mikey got to be careful though, man. He got to be real careful because, Robert Easter Jr., he's got that great, he's got that great intangible. Like, out of nowhere, he can just explode, and actually get off a couple of good shots. He's got that ability in him, to do it. But, my thing is he going to be focused in the ring? Is he going to be very focused? And I find like with Robert Easter Jr. when he fight, I don't think he focused, on his technique. I think when he get hit, he respond a little bit differently when he take a good shot, But I think if the guy remained technical, he got a chance to beat Mikey. But I just, seeing what I see out of Mikey, man, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Mikey gonna beat this boy easy.
Yes, indeed. Trap House Boxing, what's going on, family?
What's going on, everybody? What's good, Junior?
Man, you got it, man. Tell the people how they can follow you, bro.
Man, YouTube Trap House Boxing, Twitter at Trap House Boxing, Instagram Trap House Boxing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna go back because I didn't get a chance to ask you, man, about Eddie Hearn, and do you believe that he's obsessed with Deontay Wilder? And then also the interview that took place that surfaced today.
Yeah, man. Of course, man. Eddie Hearn just a control freak, man. Yeah, he wants to sign Deontay Wilder. He wants Deontay Wilder to conform to everything that that he puts in front of him, and that's just it. He's just a slave driver, man. Yeah, I did listen to the interview, and I was gonna make a video this morning about it, but I was like, I don't even feel like going that route. I should have had anyway, but because he ain't doing nothing but just talking about the same old shit over and over again. Eddie Hearn, man. I mean, he got Hearn hype, sitting up here. I guess he done bought them out too, done persuade them to throw some bullshit out to the media, so Eddie Hearn do what he do, man. He just do little creep shit, and that's just what it is, though, man. I don't really got too much to say about Eddie Hearn.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so let me move on to the next question. Mikey Garcia, you think he's taking Robert Easter Jr. seriously?
No, I don't think he's taking them seriously. I think that this is what I think, man. I think Coach hit a lot of key points, man, of what I really wanted to say. But the thing is this, though, man. I think that I don't know if Robert Easter is going to have enough time. Even though it's good he working with Kevin Cunningham, I don't know if that's going to be enough for him to be able to correct those mistakes that he always make when he fights. But then again, this could bring out the best Robert Easter. And I'm gonna tell you this though, man. I'm a Mikey Garcia fan, but I'm gonna tell you this, so it's gonna trip you out. I want Mikey Garcia to lose this fight. To be honest with you, I want Robert Easter to beat him. Even I know I had picked Mikey Garcia to knock out Robert Easter, but I want him to lose, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Mikey Garcia been acting like, he been acting real, uppity lately. He ain't the same old humble Mikey as he used to. You know what I'm saying? And like Coach said though, man, I ain't forgot about those little what's that little donkey comments or whatever the hell he made about Broner.
He called him Donkey Kong.
Yeah, all that little shit, but I don't know, man. I think this fight gonna be better than what a lot of people think it is. I think that Robert Easter I think he's gonna push Mikey, but I think that I think he still got enough in the tank to beat him, and I think that's the reason why Mikey knows that. That's why he wasn't really trying to just fight Robert Easter like that. He just kind of put that one on the back burner. If the push come to shove, but I think he still got enough in the tank to beat Robert Easter. But I think he's gonna be in for a little surprise as well.
Yes, indeed. Southside just fell in the building. What's up, Southside?
What's going on, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Y'all can follow me right here on YouTube at Southside Boxing 601. And also on Instagram, follow me at Southside Boxing 601.
Yes, sir. Same question. What are your thoughts on Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter? You think Mikey Garcia is overlooking Robert Easter?
Yeah, I would believe in a way. Well, I wouldn't say that he's overlooking him. I think it's just that Mikey, because Mikey looking at it just like how maybe I feel maybe I'm looking at it. From the standpoint of, if you're looking at Robert Easter's performances against Richard Comey, Shavakov, and against Fortuna, a fighter like Mikey is licking his chops. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all remember, Mikey was skeptical about fighting Robert Easter before because he said because of Robert Easter's height and length. But when he watched the Fortuna fight, and he's just looking like, well, this guy never uses his reach or his height. So if he comes in and try to bang on the inside of me like that, I'm going to light his ass up. Because we all know at 135, Mikey is a lights out puncher. And Robert Easter tends to get hit a little too much. So I just feel that it's not that he's overlooking him. Mikey's just confident, man. I mean, Mikey's experienced, man. Mikey has a huge amateur background. He has over 30-some professional fights. He's more experienced than Robert Easter, man. He's just his food. He food. This is point blank period. He food for Mikey. And I think people don't give Mikey enough credit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people give Mikey enough credit for his skill set and, you know, him being a great fundamentally sound boxer and for his boxing IQ in the ring. I don't think he gets enough credit. You know, people always saying who he fighting. But Mikey, just like any other boxer, he beats who's in front of him and he tear their ass up. So he going to do the same thing to Robbie. He's going to tear that ass up.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me go over to Cali Enigma. Cali Enigma. So we have this weekend, man, we have Jose Ramirez coming out against Danny O'Connor. I want to hear your thoughts on that fight, family, and who you got winning.
I got that bum ass Jose Ramirez beating this other fucking bum. So, at the end of the day, I have no plans to watch that bullshit fight or any of the other. That whole card is trash. I mean, that's what Bob Arum and top prank will continue to bring to you. You know, straight up garbage, man. It's nothing that should be taken seriously. Just like I didn't pay attention to the last top prank bullshit that was on last week. The only good fighter on really last week was Alex Sasado. Because I'm just telling you right now, man. Zerto Gabriel Ramirez, this motherfucker been fighting bums on a regular basis. So the top rank, man. Top rank, and Golden Girl. I really don't have much interest in watching too many of their fights whatsoever, because they had a card on, I believe, the other weekend too, and I didn't pay attention to that shit either. I mean, your fights are boring me. It's like watching Matchroom shit. So I mean, at the end of the day, when you continue to present garbage like that to me, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna tune that bullshit out. There's no reason for me to support trash fights and try to act like it's okay. It's like, you know, I'm not from the UK. You know, I'm no disrespect to some of y'all UK cats, but y'all be watching some straight up doo doo. That's what Eddie Hearn feeds you. He feeds you doo doo and then tells you, "Oh, look at this. This is lobster and it's a steak. So I can't believe it. Oh, you should enjoy this. I mean, I got steak tartare for you. We got fresh gourmet meals and everything. You know, never mind the smell." They said basically, never mind the smell. Go ahead and eat the pile of shit. That's basically what he's saying. Oh, stay home. While this out here, you know, alternate. He eats this all the time, every time. That's what he's gonna say. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to watch garbage. That's what's being presented to me. So that's why I will watch Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. because that's an actual fight. You know what I mean? Something that PBC continues to bring us, like real fights. But top ranks, every round you get lucky in top rank, or like you got to win a lottery to get a good top rank fight. And the same thing for when it comes to Golden Girl, you have to win a lottery to get a good Golden Girl fight. Oh, and the same thing with that old triple chump and this old bitch ass Canelo. I don't want to see that motherfucker either. Canelo. I don't want to see them two motherfuckers fight either, man. I had enough of them on them too, because neither one of them, we know the both of them are gonna duck Jamal Charlo, Sergey Derevchenko, Danny Jacobs, who's actually a clown too. Now, because especially the way he's been talking, and he's a part of that old Matchroom shit, so fuck him too. And then some of the other people. So I'm not supporting. I can't support Danny Jacobs and Matchroom, and I can't support Golden Girl and then Top Rank. And the only way I can stop Top Rank is if it's Terrence Bud Crawford, man, and a couple other fighters in there, like Shakur Stevenson and like a few other, like a couple other prospects. But other than that, man, Top Rank is the joke, and I mean, and it's going to continue to be a joke, and they're going to continue to. That's why Maurice Hooker look like he's going to be forced to have to face Alex Sasado, instead of going into the World Boxing Super Series, because Bob Arum's a fucking cockblocker, bitch-made motherfucker, man. I mean, that old motherfucker needs to kick over already, man. He's been ruining boxing for decades, man. I mean, this guy, man, he's just an absolute destructive force to the sport of boxing, man. And I'm sick and tired of his old ass, man. I mean, a motherfucking looks like death anyway, looking like the fucking Crypt Keeper and shit like that, talking about we smoking weed and shit like that. Motherfucker, you make fire, motherfucker. You were there when it was invented. Shit. Man, I'm tired of that dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just want to just see this dude just go away and stop ruining boxing because we are, there's a younger version of you, and he's over there in the UK. And my name's Eddie Hearn, Anthony on. No, I looked up Bob and Bob on this good guy. It's different. Fuck you, man. Fuck you and all y'all shitty cards, man. Matchroom, Top Rank, Golden Girl. Fuck all y'all.
Damn. All right. Sheesh. hey, Blood Box, and I'm gonna bring it to you, family. I'm gonna come over to you. I'm gonna come over to you real quick. Yeah, family. What do you think about these cars that are being brought to us, man? What is your thought on these cars?
Garbage, man. Because if you look at the spreadsheet, like I said, these ranking systems is a joke, first of all, and these guys ain't fighting each other. The only fight that I'm kind of interested in that's coming up is that Robert Easter Jr. fight, Mike Garcia. That's probably about it, man. But there ain't too many good fights coming, man. These guys ain't unifying, man. There's some exciting fighters. Like, look at light heavyweight. Light heavyweight got 4 champs. I like to see them sum that up. I like to see some of this shit get cleared up. But and I like the World Boxing Super Series format because we did get us an undisputed. Well, we about to get one. We finna get one. So it'll be like the second undisputed champion in like 15 years. But the problem with that whole thing is now they're sticking that on the DAZN app. So that does nothing for boxing by sticking these fighters on the app that nobody's going to get. So now, once again, nobody's going to get to see an undisputed champion. If that happens, nobody's going to even know who the guy is. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm not really excited about what's going on, man. They need to put more pressure on these fighters or whoever it is that needs to make these unification bouts happen. The unification bouts should be happening all across the board, okay? We're only putting pressure on a few divisions, but we need to do it for all them damn divisions. Well, if you care about the division, it really needs to happen in all the divisions. All the divisions need a little attention, really, at this time. And boxing scene and all that, they ain't finna do it because they don't cover a lot of those fighters. Some of them fighters, I can even find some of the title holders. You can't even barely find articles on these guys. So it's like, I don't know where we're headed from here, but it's just like, these guys are not having any unification bouts, man. No, ain't nobody trying to be the best. You got 4 champs in most of these divisions, man. I'm a little sick of it. So, and I have to say what Cali Enigma said, man. I can't support a lot of these promotional outfits and stuff because the people. Now that we have social media out there, we get to know who these people are a little better. We know that one of them got a problem with sticking utensils in his butt. The other one is about to die because he's 100. The other guy, he a bold-faced liar and a slave master. And, it just go on and on, man. Boxing is not in a great place right now, in my opinion. And I don't really know where to start. But I'm going to leave it at that.
Damn, this is America. K Black Boxing. I'm going to come over to you, man. Same exact question. How do you feel about these cars that are being presented, man?
Yeah, they less than stellar. There's really nothing to be in a hoopla about. The brother Cali Enigma as well as Blood Boxing hit it right in the nail, man. Man, it's it's a sucky card. I'm not gonna be participating and watching it at all, and I really don't even know enough about neither one of those fighters anyway. So I can truly care less, man. But one thing I know, we went past Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter Jr. Man, it's gonna be a good fight, but I just think that I just think that Mikey Garcia seen the fights with Tuna as well as Shabakov, and he seems as if, well, if this guy not gonna use his wiry frame, his reach and his length, then hey, it's gonna be pretty easy. I know that Robert Easter Jr. is training with Kevin Cunningham now, man, but 8 to 10 weeks is not going to get him out those bad habits, man. So I wish he was training with him longer. It'd probably be a different fight. And also, I'm just going to say this before I get out of here, man, because we got to get ready to go to work in a little minute. But I just wanted to speak my piece on, with my brothers on the LDBC, man. The brotherhood of the LDBC is strong, you know what I mean? And nobody's going to be able to break it. It's going to be people talking BS, like the brother Ticket was saying. It's going to be people talking BS out of put stuff in your ears like, hey, he right here, you should be right there, or she right there. But the brotherhood and sisterhood of the LDBC gonna remain, man. So as long as we stay together, man, nobody gonna be able to beat us anyway, man. Shout out to my brother, Black Fight Fan TV, Junior the Truth, Blood, Southside, Trap, my sister Beverly Rose for 9 hours in here, my brother 7-8. Shit, who else? The Cali Enigma. Who else came in here, man? You know, and everybody else, if I miss anybody, man, I apologize, man. I be trying to shout everybody's name out. And everybody I just mentioned, man, if I didn't mention my brother Black Fight Fan TV, him as well. Subscribe to everybody I just mentioned, man. Subscribe to the Smoke City Mobcast, man. As well as subscribe to me, K Black Boxing. Man, we're gonna continue to bring what we gotta bring, man. You got brothers have a good one. Sister Beverly, you have a good one, man. And I'm gonna continue to listen to from the stream, man. Yeah, have a good one.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Time to Annie Up in the super chat. He says Newark, New Jersey survivor, LDBC member, tied to both for life. Shakur ultimately will be just fine. Both Ward and Jay Prince have his ear and his back. He'll make it. He will make it. So yeah, I'm definitely pulling for him, man. Definitely pulling for him. I'm gonna go over to Fanon dropped off the call. Okay, let me go over to Sister Rose. Beverly Rose, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I got the same exact question for you too. How do you feel about the recent cards that are being put on by these promoters?
I'm going to be completely honest. I'm kind of like K Black. I don't know enough about these two. I saw the Boxing Clinic's video about it, and he said it was a bum bash, so I didn't even bother doing any film study on them. But wait, Garcia and Easter are going to be in the same card or no?
Each other. They're not going to be on that card though with them.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's really the only fight that I can talk about. I'm sorry about that dog. I'm so sorry. He's always barking when I start talking. But okay. So I think I got Mikey winning this fight simply because the way Easter fights. I mean, yeah, I think what did Blood say? He fights like a midget or whatever. No offense to the midgets out there, but he kind of fights like he's 5'6" as opposed to however tall he is. Maybe 5'4" even. He doesn't fight using his length. And I don't know. I feel like if Mikey can establish his jab in the early rounds, then I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park. No. And I do think he's taking him a little too lightly. However, maybe he's just, not showing his training footage for a certain reason. Or maybe he's just taking him lightly because I've seen him eat pizza before a weigh-in or something, or before or after a weigh-in. So he's a little, I guess what someone said, uppity in the sense. I believe it was Southside who just said that. But yeah, other than that, if he doesn't take him lightly, I think, if he establishes his jab by the third, maybe fourth round, then using his fundamentals, he'd probably win by unanimous decision, in my opinion.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna go over to Black Fight Fan TV. You still there, family?
Yeah, homie, I'm here. What's going down?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna double it up on you. So I want to know what your thoughts are on these fight cards that we're getting from these promoters currently, and then also the Mikey Garcia. Is he taking Robert Easter Jr. seriously?
The fight cards. What fight cards you talking about, homie?
The Jose Ramirez versus Danny O'Connor kind of sprung the conversation. Jose Ramirez, he's fighting Danny O'Connor.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's that Mexican that
he dug Regis Poirier.
Yeah, he dug Regis. Yeah, bro. If he wouldn't fight Regis, I wouldn't know who he was. So if he wasn't about to fight Regis, I wouldn't know. I'm not in the business of faking like I know no fighters. You want to get somebody to know you holler at the LDBC because I don't know you, homie. But as far as Mikey Garcia taking Robert Easter lightly, hell yeah, that hoe taking Robert Easter lightly, man. That hoe eating on the racetrack, and man, Mikey tripping, man. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be honest with you, he just now trying to make weight.
Right.
He just now doing it. He looked miserable the other day, like 3 days ago, because he was so fat and he had gotten up so fat, so big. You know, he trying to lose the weight. Now he ain't got but 4 weeks. You know, to lose like maybe 20 or 30 pounds.
I heard he was in the 70s though. Somebody said he was in the 70s.
Could be. He could be. He's looked it. And you know,
78, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he looking. You know, he on them tortillas and tacos heavy out there. You know what I'm saying? For real. So you know, Mikey ain't taking them seriously. You can tell by the weight. You can tell. Robert Garcia said he wasn't training. He said he wasn't training. He said that 2 weeks ago. He said Mikey's not even training. You know, he ain't training. Nah, he ain't taking that boy seriously. Meanwhile, you got Robert Easton Jr. in the gym every day, working hard, being quiet. And I seen it in his eyes. Robert Easton peeped that, man. He peeped that they think he a joke, man. He feeling that, and he training like it. Mikey beat, man. I mean, I'm not picking. I'm nervous on picking him because I know what kind of fight Robert Easter got to fight. I want him to win.
Flawless.
But he probably can, man. That dude, he probably get beat, man. Because he getting too much money. See, that's another thing that a lot of people got to understand. Mikey wasn't getting no money with Top Rank. He was getting good fights, but he wasn't getting no money. That hoe ain't used to having no real money, man. You know what I'm saying? He getting if you look at how Mikey's lifestyle is and what he's doing and buying all these cars and buying Vipers and big boy trucks and mansions and stuff like that, that hoe wasn't living like that. You know, like Marvin Hagler say, man, it's hard to get up out of them silk sheets and run. That's a trill statement. Hell, I can tell you that. It's hard to get up and do whatever. It don't even matter what you was doing. You get some money for the first time or you just start living a certain kind of way. And Mikey, he looking like that. He walk around his whole fat. He not training. You got to understand, he trained for 2 years with no fight, staying in the gym. He done all that. That's why he's so confident, because he feel like, you know, been in there with Madonna and been in there with all these great guys that, you know, that he believed the hype. That's why he's saying stuff like I'll fight Earl Spencer, because he been in there with Madonna. He think it ain't nothing that he can't feel. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he get in there, he gonna really feel it if he ain't been in there training. He ain't ready for Robert Easter, because Robert Easter, you can't change somebody in 8 weeks, in 8 to 10 weeks. That's true to a certain degree. If the other opponent is the way that has to work is if you fighting a top-notch fighter and the fighter is coming in his best shape and he always show up on time and everything is always right with that fighter. You know, that come with being at the top of your game, showing up ready every time. If Mikey Garcia show up not ready this time, Robert Easter gonna dog him, man. Because Robert Easter is good, man. He's a very good fighter and with a lot of skills. So, you know, that's my thoughts on Mikey.
Shout out to Tarkus Box. He says perfect scenario for boxing would be belt holders have two choices: either fight the #1 contender or other title holder in the division. Shout out to D-Lo 404. He says that Mikey just better not eat the meat. So you know.
Hey, Junior.
Yes, sir.
Blue Blood, send him a link if you can.
Blue Blood. Okay, I think I already emailed it to him, if I'm not mistaken. Tell him to check his email. But I send me his email, or just send it to him, Callie. Just send it to him.
All right.
All right. So yeah, man. That I try to, because I gotta remain objective in this capacity. Maybe I'll go live on the Junior the Truth when it's all said and after this is over. But I don't see this. I don't see, you know, I hear people saying Mikey Garcia gonna walk through Robert Easter Jr. and gonna knock him out and all that shit, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it that way. I think the focus is there. I see what he's doing in camp. I see that. Also, man, I think, you know, it's something to be said for the fact that he wants it. He's a dog. B, and he's also a champ. And I just think the level of focus there, I think it was good for him to move his camp from Ohio down to Coach Cunningham, which is a whole another thing that I didn't mention. I don't know what it is with Coach Cunningham, but he seems to have fighters who fight totally 100% out of their minds. he has the ability to get fighters to fight 100% out of their minds. And that's something I've taken notice to. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm interested to see, but I definitely got Mikey Garcia taking a loss to Robert Easter Jr. But you know, it is what it is. We got the phone lines open. We definitely have the phone lines open. We want you to call in. Let us know what's on your mind. You heard what we've been talking about. So we can definitely want to get you guys in here on this 4th of July, get you the opportunity to cook a little bit before we get out of here. Let me go over to we ain't heard that much.
Blue Bloods, say this real quick. Blue Bloods, if you in here, bro, I sent you the link. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed. Let me come back over to Southside Boxing. Southside, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yes, sir. So, all right, your thoughts, man, on these boxing cards, and not just the boxing cards though, but also the current state of boxing. We know we didn't get an opportunity to hear your thoughts on the Eddie Hearn interview and him stalking or not stalking, his obsession with Deontay Wilder. But we want to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, you know, right now, man, the current state of boxing, in my personal opinion, it's iffy, man. You know, we'll get a little light at one moment, have us feeling good. You know, we thinking the fight is going to happen, then you know the next thing, some kind of excuse or some kind of injury or something just disrupt the fights. And so far as what Eddie Hearn talking about, man, Eddie Hearn wants to sign Deontay Wilder so bad because he knows that Deontay Wilder is a better fighter than Joshua. He knows that once Wilder steps in the ring with that boy, the boy going night-night. He know that. So Eddie Hearn wants to try to capitalize with make as much money as he can off these two guys, man. Eddie Hearn deep down really wants, after Anthony Joshua lose, he wants to pick right up where he left off with Deontay Wilder. He wants, cause I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What I think what he really wants, I think he wants to promote Wilder. Wilder beats Joshua, so he can have a big part in the promotion for a fight with Wilder and Tyson Fury. That's what I think. I mean, that's what I think. You know, he wants Wilder, man, but you know, Wilder is a real dude, man. Wilder is not the type of dude that's gonna let you talk about him and demean him in the media. You know, talk about his home state. He's from Alabama, basically trying to call him a country bunker, a hillbilly, and he doesn't have much education and all that. A dude like Wilder is gonna want to slap the shit out you when he see you. He's not gonna come in there and say, "Oh well, okay, I forgive you. I signed a contract." No, I don't know what Eddie Hearn got on his mind, but if he wanted to sign Wilder, he missed his chance. He shot himself in the foot. He run his mouth too much. He talked to the media too much instead of actually doing his job as a promoter and handling business behind closed doors. He talked too much. So boxing to me right now, it just ain't all that. Cause I ain't getting Charlo versus Triple G. I ain't getting Charlo Heard. We ain't getting Spence Thurman. We ain't getting Wilder Joshua. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many fights out there, man. We just ain't getting. We ain't getting Lomachenko and Tank. We ain't getting none of those fights. Them fights that I want to see. And if I'm not getting those fights, man, I just feel like boxing ain't hitting no shit right now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that, family. We got the lines open, and of course, we got the calls pouring in. Let's go out to 832. 832. Can you hear us?
Man, you already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. What's popping and what's dropping, everybody?
832. Can you hear us?
That's Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy J?
Smooth.
Direct in full effect.
Yes. Hi, Jimmy.
What's up, fam?
Oh, so you got a question?
Is he here? What happened?
Do you have a question?
Maybe
what happened to Jimmy?
Yes, I have a question, man. What's up with top state
Can y'all hear him?
fight card last week, man?
Damn, he call him top stink.
You hear me? Everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear us?
Jimmy, go ahead, man.
What's going on with my phone?
Come on with
We
it.
can hear you.
Well, his question was, he asked about top ring, and you know, he asked about the really shitty cards, you know, with top stink.
Honestly, I didn't even watch it. Well, I saw a little bit of it at work because they show it at work, and it didn't look all that to me. But yeah.
Well, man, I watched. Matter of fact, I live streamed on those fights, and that Gilberto Ramirez fight, I fell asleep while I was even doing the damn live stream. It was so boring. I even dropped my damn phone and everything. They, I was doing the live stream. But that Sharpedo and that Lenny Z fight, that was the best fight of the whole card. You know what I mean? But all that, other than that though, even with this Ramirez and O'Connor and all this, I didn't even know that shit was even taking place. I forgot, to be honest with you. I don't even know who O'Connor is. You know, yeah, man. They just these next couple of months, there's a lot of fight cards kind of shitty, man.
Agree. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, man.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I got something's going on with I think I fried my switchboard. Shout out to KO in the super chat. Much love to the LDBC. Shout out Fort Worth, Texas. Yes, indeed. And then I missed
Funky Town, Murder Work, Texas. What's up with it, man?
So I'm gonna bring another caller in. I'm not gonna be able to hear him, but y'all should be able to hear him. So then y'all can just rock out to what they say.
Let's go.
Okay, 931, you in the building? Can you hear?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro. Hey, this Tarkus Box calling in from Clarksville, Tennessee. Shout out to the LDBC. Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, I just want to say, first off, happy 4th of July. You cats is they're going like live with the fireworks out here. It sounds like I'm back in Afghanistan, man. But I want to say about the Eddie Hearn thing. Eddie Hearn made the comment, you know, some weeks past about how Deontay Wilder needed AJ and Matchroom more than they needed Deontay Wilder. But I don't understand how that is when Matchroom's roster their stable is garbage. For one, they got AJ and that's about it. And they got Josh Taylor, but and then the matches that they've been putting out, nobody really cares about, and that's why Deontay's name is all in Eddie's mouth all the time, because he's got to connect himself with somebody that's relevant here in the States. And these other fighters from other countries know if they want to develop, you know, a worldwide relevancy, then they got to connect here in the States. And that's all I got to say. And just wanted to hear y'all thoughts on that. And y'all have a happy. I'm out, man. Holla. LDBC.
What's up, homie? Hey, first of all, let me say this. Josh Taylor is not with Eddie Hearn. Okay? Eddie Hearn got one fighter. His name is Anthony Joshua. Josh Taylor is with Cyclone Promotions. Tyson Fury with Frank Warren. Daniel Dubois with Frank Warren. O'Hara Davies is with Frank Warren. Okay. Eddie Hearn got Anthony Joshua. And I think he got an option or something on Dillian White. I don't think Dillian White is even like his prime fighter. I don't think he really like signed the Matchroom. He just got an option on him or something.
We got a fight to fight deal, man. You said it right.
Yeah.
Him and Big Baby Miller, they don't fight the fight deals.
Big Baby Miller ain't associated with him no more, is what I understand. I think that's a dead deal. I think it's just Anthony Joshua. That's all he got. That's all they got over there. They got other little guys that do a lot of domestic fights and things like that. But all the real big name fighters in the UK right now, the up and rising stars that we know, like Josh Taylor, Daniel Dubois, what's my man name? Anthony Yarde. He with Frank Warren as well.
Got Josh Kelly, man. I think he got Josh Kelly though.
Yeah, he got Josh Kelly, but Josh Kelly. That's a good point. But how popular is Josh Kelly opposed to the rest of them guys in the U.S. and they don't even promote over here?
He not. That's why he's trying to bring him over here. He's trying to bring Josh Kelly to America.
Yeah, I know Josh Kelly, but he's not getting nowhere near the type of pub and us discussing them like Taylor, Davies, Dubois, Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders is a Frank Warren fighter as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. And Eddie Hearn got Kilbrook, and now Amir Khan, who was on his last fight. I forgot about them guys. So,
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, before we get out of here, man, let me go and run back through the roster one more time. I gotta we having some little technical difficulties over here, so I got to go ahead on and get this tightened up. But I want to be sure that you guys subscribe to all the family that's on the panel. We have Trap House, Cali Enigma. Hold on, we got the boxing clinic you just fell in here.
CJ Goodfellow in here.
What's up, family?
What's going on, fam?
What's going on, family?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. It's got to be right. Tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Oh, the Boxing Clinic and more on YouTube, and you check my description in YouTube, it'll take you all to my social media links. Shout out to all the homies on the panel. In Cali, what's going on? Fire, Coach was on fire, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Sister Beverly Rose, Southside Boxing. Blood for sure. I love the documentary that Blood just did with Curtis Anderson. That was beautiful, man.
Shout out to you, my brother.
Yes.
180.
You got to cook, family. You just now got in here, so you heard everything we've been talking about, man. So I need to hear your thoughts on the rundown, everything we just talked about.
As far as the interview, man, like Fanon said, I'm done listening to Eddie Hearn, man. You know, fight hype. They lost a lot of credit in my on me, man, when they stole my video and turned it into an article and didn't show no credit, man. So they lost a lot of kudos for me. So I don't support Ben Thompson and the rest of them guys over there like that no more, man. But he gonna just try to play the media, man. Like Deontay Wilder was born to be hated, and I said this. I haven't seen a fighter hated as much as Deontay Wilder since Larry Holmes. Now everybody can go back. Remember, Larry Holmes was just hated. You know, Eddie Murphy cracking on him and all of that. Deontay Wilder just has that type of gravity that the hate just gravitate towards him because he's going to be great. Everybody thought, and everybody hates to admit that they're wrong. Nobody really seen this growth from Deontay Wilder happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you seen him fight versus Malik Scott in Puerto Rico on the Danny Herrera undercard, we didn't see that coming. You know, then, but he's grown into the fighter. He had no amateur experience. People forget the story. He started fighting because his daughter had a disability. He was working 3 jobs like Red Lobster and somewhere else. So he started fighting for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect that. But it's the same thing Eddie Hearn keeps saying. He keep lying, offering him $5 million and $15 million to fight Anthony Joshua in April. Hey, people don't think about this. What if Joshua loses to Povetkin? Then Wilder is still going to fight Joshua for short money, being the A side, being the champion, and Joshua brings nothing to the table. You know, nobody ever thought about that. If Povetkin beats Joshua when he signed to fight Joshua in April 2018, he's still obligated to fight him for the same terms, but the only being one belt on the line. You know what I'm saying? So he has everything to lose, but really nothing to gain. You know what I'm saying? So why did he put himself in that particular predicament? Why should he help the zone keep going? You know what I'm saying? Eddie can keep telling lies and people can keep saying what they're going to say, but when the moment of truth comes and Deontay Wilder deliver and knock Joshua jaw off, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, what are people going to say? They're going to come up, oh, he was low blowing like Ward did Kovalev, or they're going to keep coming up with some type of excuse, so it really doesn't matter. Even when we are right about fights and when stuff happens, people come, they either hide, you know, delete their channels like a lot of UK people did when Kell Brook beat Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? They can't admit when they're wrong. And that's fine. That's fine. I can take it. If you delete your channel or if you can't admit that you was wrong, just I know in my heart of hearts that you was wrong. And I can admit when I was wrong. I picked Kovalev over Ward. I picked Kell Brook to beat Earl Spence because I thought he was green. I don't have a problem putting my predictions and admitting that I was wrong. Now, as far as you was talking about the Danny O'Connor and Jose Ramirez fight, Danny O'Connor got knocked out by a guy with 3 knockouts.
Gabriel Bartari, whatever, the guy that Paulie beat a long time ago. So Danny O'Connor wasn't ranked inside the top 15. Bob Arum paid for him to be ranked inside the top 15 to fight. What happened was Regis Progress. People don't understand. They say he dug Jose Ramirez. That wasn't true. Bob Arum said Ramirez wasn't ready, so they paid Regis Progress and Lou DiBella to have their own fight in New Orleans. That's how he got a fight on ESPN. They paid him to go away and have a fight on ESPN, on their network. They pay for it. The network pays for the main event. The promoter pays for the undercard. So they paid Regis to go away. The reason Josh Taylor didn't fight Jose Ramirez and was forced into the tournament is because he knew Cyclone Promotions wasn't strong enough to make Top Rank do anything. You know what I'm saying? You can ask for Nanas about how the WBC works. It works. If you got more money, you could back. It's a committee. If you could buy half of the committee, you good. And as far as Robbie Jr., Mikey Garcia, Bunny just, it ain't gonna happen in one training camp. Kevin Cunningham can't change him. You know what I'm saying? He did good with Tank, and he did okay with Broner, but you're not gonna change a old Bunny and show a new Bunny new tricks. He gonna go in there and take his medicine and get whooped up. And Mikey gonna look for new ways and creative ways to stay relevant. I don't believe he gonna fight Earl Spence as well. And another thing to look out for is on the undercard of Danny O'Connor and Jose Ramirez. That may produce Terrence Crawford's next opponent, a guy that's 19-0, 16 knockouts. He beat David Ivorizian a couple fights ago on ESPN. So I can't pronounce his last name. He might produce Terrence Crawford next fight. I definitely appreciate being on the platform, but that's all I had to say.
Yes, indeed. When we be sure I send me your email, family. I'm not sure if you email me or not, but send me your email.
I'll send it to you. I can forward it right to you, man. It don't take me but a second. Do it right now.
Okay. But yeah, so once again, man, I appreciate that, Boxing Clinic and more. We have Southside, Sister Beverly Rose, Coach Shelton Harrison, the OG Blood Boxing, and my brother Black Fight Fan TV. We really, really, truly appreciate you guys tuning in once again to the Smoke City MobCast.
Right there.
Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to all of us. Also, be sure to visit the website over at www.ldbcsports.com. Create a profile while you're over there because it is indeed free. I am indeed Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHATTRUTH. Once again, I really truly appreciate y'all, and we'll catch y'all again next week. Salute, family.